Hey everyone, Taylor Mitchum here from Dronero, and in this video we're going to be talking about hourly versus yearly insurance for your drone business. So let's get into it. Now, hourly insurance is insurance on a per mission or per flight basis that they charge by the hour. So if you know you're going to be doing a specific mission on a specific date at a specific time, hourly insurance is a great option because it will only cover you for that interval. For example, I'm going to go do a drone real estate shoot in Orlando, Florida at 5 to 6 on Friday. The insurance policy is only going to cover me in Orlando, Florida from 5 to 6 on Friday. And when you go in the app, and the app is called Verifly, when you go in the app, they'll ask you questions about the policy, what kind of flying you're going to be doing, where is it located, this and that and the other. Now, I will preface that hourly insurance like Verifly is not available in every state, so you need to check on that too before you go and depend on Verifly as well, or another hourly insurance provider similar to Verifly. But that's hourly insurance, is per mission, a per flight basis. On the other side, yearly insurance covers you blanketly throughout that year as long as you're performing missions in which your insurance includes. So sometimes your policy may say you can't do missions where you fly over water, you can't do missions where you have a piece of bologna attached to your drone, something like that. Just make sure whatever you're flying, when you have a yearly policy, that you are indeed covered. So what's the cost difference between an hourly versus a yearly policy? Typically, an hourly policy starts at $10 per hour with Verifly. And when I say starts, that's the price point where they start. And it goes up from there depending on where you are, the scope of work, how long you're going to be flying, things of that nature. On the other side, yearly insurance, the lowest I've seen is about $600 per year, and that's with a $1 million limit, strictly for liability. For the purposes of this video, we will not be talking about whole insurance. So there's a little bit of a difference there. However, if you will be flying more than 60 or 80 hours a year, 60 to 80 hours a year, it is more cost effective for you to actually get a yearly policy versus an hourly policy. Another big con of hourly policies is that a lot of industrial companies do not accept hourly policies, and even some film companies and some real estate firms, they don't accept hourly policies. And the reason for that is because they would have to check on you every single time you came out, every single hour, to make sure that you were indeed covered and that you had insurance. And that's a lot of micromanagement and extra work on their part to make sure that you're compliant. And it also depends on the state you're in as well. Some states, they frown upon hourly insurance, and there's some other legalities along with that I'm not going to get into for the purposes of this video. But again, some clients don't allow you to have an hourly insurance policy. The other thing with hourly insurance is, again, over the long run, it's not as cost effective as a yearly insurance policy, and it is very restricted. And it also has inconsistent pricing. A job in Orlando for the same amount of time could cost different than a job in San Francisco, California, depending on the scope of work again, and depending on where it is, if it's near water, if it's downtown, if it's uptown, if it's in the country, or there are going to be people around, things of that nature. So the cost can be very inconsistent, which can be hard to factor that into your bids. Whereas yearly insurance, you pay one price, you know what it is, that's it. However, the only con that I can really see with yearly insurance is that a lot of companies require the entire year's premium paid up front. So that means if the policy is $1,000 a year, you can't make monthly payments like your car insurance, where you have every 6 months your policy renews. So you can pay either every 6 months or you can pay every month. A lot of drone policies require you to pay that entire year up front. So for some people, they can't quite make an entire year up front, especially when you're getting started, when you have to get a drone, when you have to get your business license, and maybe you're filing for an LLC. That's a lot of money up front. However, there are some companies that will finance that cost for you, but that's on a company by company basis. So keep that in mind as well if you're going to be looking into a yearly policy that you may have to pay for that entire year up front. So all in all, the main question is, which policy is best for you? If you won't be working with any industrial clients such as construction companies, inspection companies, any companies like that, hourly insurance may be the better option for you, especially if you're just getting started. You may not have the funds to invest in a yearly policy up front, or you're not quite sure if you really want to get into this drone thing full time. An hourly policy could be a great option for you. However, if you know that you're going to be flying more than 60 to 80 hours per year, you know you're going to be working with more industrial clients, or you know you're going to be working with clients that don't accept an hourly policy, obviously a yearly policy is what's best for you. But I implore you to go out and explore both options, and there's actually links to both options in the comments below. There's a link to Verifly to look at their app and to see how much it is to get an hourly policy and to see if an hourly policy is available where you are. And then I also have a link to my insurance agent that I use for my drone business. His name is Evan Garman. He's great, and he'll be able to give you a lot more specific information about what you're looking for and what your needs are for your insurance. And you can actually get a free quote online through his portal. So I hope this video has been really helpful for you and that you've discovered the differences between hourly and yearly insurance. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I have a free training for you as well before you go on how to get profitable clients for your drone business in 4 days or less. All you have to do is click the first link in the description below, enter your email, and I'll send it right on over to you for free. And as always, click that like button if you like the video, subscribe so you don't miss any of the new content I put out every single week, and let me know in the comments what you want to see videos about next. Fly safe. Bye.